What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Big Brother Live Chats right here on CBS Connect. I'm Jeff Schroeder from Big Brother Seasons 11 and 13. With me is the man of the hour right now.
Oh, man, brutal. Shane BB14 in the house.
Shane BB14 in the house. Rough night last night.
Real rough, Jeff. Not too happy. I haven't even gone to bed yet. A lot of questions, a lot of stuff running through my head right now. It's
Get
tough.
it out. I didn't even ask the question.
Man.
You're already rolling into it.
I know. It's just it's a lot coming out, man. Yeah, last night was it was a winger, man. Dan promised me on his wife's name, he'd keep me, and Danielle, I know he threw out the wife's name out there, and we had a Final 3 deal. I thought Danny and I were good, so. I didn't want to go. Completely blindsided. I
had no idea.
I didn't even pack my suitcase, dude. It was unbelievable, and
oh man.
Yeah. So I initially didn't want to go up as a pawn. I wanted to make sure that Ian left. I left that up to Danny. I said, do what you got to do. I'm willing to take one for the team if you think you can trust Dan. And that's when we all met together. We said, yeah, we're good. You're going to vote to keep me. And
why did you agree to that? Why'd you I saw that go down.
Yeah.
And then you were okay with that, but. Were you really okay with that?
I really wasn't, and I like to make sure my alliance, I guess, has my back, and I have their back a lot more than they have mine. And it was I stuck my neck out for them when I really shouldn't have. And
but getting down to that nitty gritty, I don't want to play. You're in that house and things go down, and you totally thought you could trust everybody at that point. So you thought it was a no-brainer.
Well, yeah, with the Final 3 deal, we all said Ian needs to go. So we were just like, and I should have known, playing with Dan Giesling, what a player he is. I got zinged by him, and I'm sitting here next to you because of it. And
I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling at all. He's a great player, but it's not gonna hurt my feelings if I never talk to him again.
Really?
It's a personal issue right now.
Oh man.
So it's pretty bad, but hey, I'm a man of my word, and he backed down, and he voted to evict me last night. So not cool on his part.
Oh well, let's get off that because I know we're gonna get right back into it.
Absolutely.
To cheer you up a little bit, I did wear a pink shirt for you.
I appreciate that. It looks better on you than it would me. But,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
We'll let America decide.
But let's get right into some first questions here. What we do is take questions from the audience right to you. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So Jane wants to know: did you ever question if Danielle was playing you?
Yeah, I was up all late last night, and I didn't know if Dan, backdoored me or blindsided me.
After you were evicted?
After I was evicted. Or I didn't know if it was a collaboration between Danny and Danielle, if they did it together as a duo to get rid of me. I think it was Dan's idea, and, Danielle just kind of got blindsided a little bit, as well as me. But, yeah, I think she might have had a part in it, which really destroys me because I had her trust 110%, and, I thought she had mine, but
I think you'll find out soon enough. Less than a week, man.
6 days, man. No, 5. Today's day 70.
Right.
Oh God, flies by. I made it 69 days in the house. 6 days short, right?
Oh,
what it's like.
I know what it's like. I didn't make it that far. I made it one before you. I went out 5th, but the pain was
going up against Jordan, right? On the block against.
Yeah.
Oh, God. At least I wasn't up against Danny, which would have been real bad.
Right.
But, it stinks because I had the power to send Ian home, and it was taken from
me. And would you have?
And I would have.
You would have. You wouldn't have stayed with your alliance.
General consensus, and, I was definitely going to do that, and it would have been me, Danny, and Dan, Final 3, and I'm pretty good at competitions.
And do you like your chances against either of them in the finals?
Absolutely, yeah. And Danny was going to bring me, and I was going to bring her, and it was pretty much game, set, match.
Oh man!
And I'm sitting here, so I'm kicking myself in the butt pretty bad, and that's why I haven't been able to sleep because it's like if I just said no, I'm not going up as a pawn. Keep the noms the same. Done.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm tearing apart my head. It's like,
are you looking back saying where did I go wrong or things like this?
Yeah,
you can't really do it. I know it's your first night. You're gonna run through all those scenarios.
It is. Yeah, and it's what it shoulda, coulda. So it's like, I shouldn't have put my trust in Danny and Danielle or Danny and Dan. I just should have put my fate in my hands with the vote. And locked it in, and instead I put it in Dan's hands, or Danny put it in Dan's hands, and this is what happened. This is the outcome.
Oh, dude, I could feel, dude, how bummed you are. I could feel it. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to another one. Peggy wants to know, things were heating up the last couple of days and nights with Danielle. Real or strategy?
No, that's 100% real, Peggy.
Peggy.
Yeah. I genuinely liked Danielle. The whole thing about it was I didn't want to show the other house guests how intimate we were because then it would put big targets on our head. So I was kind of playing. I wasn't playing her, but I told her, hey, when we have our alone time, we can enjoy it. But then when we're around other house guests, we can't be really seen together. So it's so hard. You probably know. I mean, or you were pretty much straight out forward from it with you and Jordan.
I was trying to get in there.
Exactly. I don't blame you. I took the, I didn't want to put targets on our head, so I kind of took a little bit less of approach than what you did.
Right. So you didn't want to make it a whole showman's thing.
Exactly.
Were you? Because it looked like you were keeping it at bay.
A little bit.
You know what I mean?
I was. I came into the game not wanting to have a showmance because I knew it might screw up my game plan, which, it kind of did towards the end.
And you were, when you guys went to go see the Fierce 5,
yeah.
First of all, you don't know how cool that was.
I don't. I have no idea.
You watch the Olympics. You know what the Olympics are.
I think so. I have a good indication.
Gold medalists in the Olympics, that's pretty cool.
It's insane.
But you guys didn't get to watch.
No, they walked in the door, they're about this high.
I know,
they
look like your kids when you guys were taking pictures.
It's crazy, and they're like, guess who we are? And we're like, we have no idea. And they told us the whole story, and it was just like, wow. And it's like, we have to bow down to them because most people are like, oh, wow, Jeff Schroeder, oh my God.
Yeah.
But it's the other way around when we're meeting them.
Dude, they're Olympic champs, bro.
That's insane.
No Jeff Schroeder there.
No. Close. You had some good competitions. You won a couple good ones.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing any, pommel horse for a gold medal or anything like that.
It's all good.
But things were heating up on that trip to go see the Fierce 5.
Yeah, because we were outside of the house, and
So you thought it was a little more comfortable.
Exactly. There were still, some camera crews there, but it was just her and I. We were outside of the whole house, and it was definitely a good time.
So it wasn't strategy at all using that relationship? You were trying to back away from it, if anything?
A little bit, because I tried to back away because I didn't want to put a target on her head or mine.
Right.
So I didn't want to have her get put up against me, because of our intimate relationship. So I knew that might happen. So yeah, it was definitely not strategy. It was 100% true feelings, and maybe she actually sent me home last night. She might have dipped her finger in that too. So
you'll find out in a couple days.
Find out.
Well, let's go. Gregory wants to know: will you and Danielle date outside the house?
That's a good question. I'm from Vermont. She's from Alabama. It's a pretty long distance.
You're both on that side of the Mississippi.
We are. That's true. Way to stay optimistic. I like that. It'd be a lot easier if I won this year. A plane ticket would be a lot less expensive,
yes.
But we could buy a lot more of them. But she's
still America's favorite out there.
She still has a shot. Yeah, America's favorite. We'll see. But yeah, we're definitely going to keep in touch, 100%. Exchange numbers, and hopefully we can meet up. And if I'm down that way.
Take it slow?
Take it slow a little bit. No, outside of the Big Brother house, we're not taking it slow. I take it slow in the Big Brother house. I can't. I'm all wound up. It's been too long. You know what it's like with the cameras and stuff. You can't do anything.
So again, 6 more days.
Exactly.
Oh,
done.
No. Let's not go there. So I guess there is something going on outside the house.
There might be a bet.
You never know.
I can't disclose that right now.
All right. So who do you think's got the best chance? Feelings aside, who do you think's got what it takes to pull this out in the end?
I think it's Ian. I really do.
Really?
He loves the game. He's good at endurance competitions. He's very good at puzzles and memories and questions. And, the last 3 comps, that's kind of what it's all about. And, I hope and pray it's not Dan. But obviously I hope Danielle is in, at least the final 2. So she at least has a fighting chance.
Well, anything could happen.
Exactly.
Jordan took that. She got first one in the final 3, and she won it all. So you never know what could happen.
Never know.
But you're
Fingers crossed.
You're definitely not pulling for Dan.
No,
that's not even a question I have to ask.
No. I'm probably not going to talk to him ever again. But
okay, well, like we said, Rhonda wants to know, you think Danielle has a shot of winning this game?
Yeah, I think Danielle has a real big shot. She snagged the final HOH. The final 4. She snagged that. She got the POV. She got another HOH during Walk the Plank, so she's going to do well during the endurance. And I know she's very good at puzzles and extremely smart with questions. So there's no doubt in my mind, if she makes it to the final 2, she can definitely beat Ian. Keep
faith alive.
That's right. She proved that. So if she can win, I'll be happy.
Okay, if there's a final 3 between your hair, Will's hair, and Frank's hair, who's winning the gold medal there?
Oh man, it's got to be Frank's. I think.
Frank's hair?
Frank's.
Oh
Come
man.
On. Will or Frank?
I would give Will the gold.
All right.
I don't know, man. Yours is getting there. You might silver.
I know. All right. Will's got extensions. Those don't count.
It looks pretty.
It does.
I talk about it every
in the wind and everything.
I talk about it every time, but we're going to get there in a little bit.
He's got nice legs. I'll give him that too. Not that I'm checking him out, but yeah, he's got a.
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm going to keep.
You've been in the house a long time. Let's settle down. Let's settle down.
Danielle looks a little bit nicer.
All right, here we go. Mike wants to know: Did you know you were in trouble when Dan started the eviction process last night?
No, I thought I was straight up. Once he said Joe and Jen said to get this duo out, that's when I knew my name was going to come out of his mouth. And, I was so shocked. I don't even think I said goodbye to Dan. I gave her a half hug, kind of shook Ian's hand and said thank you. And Dan tried mumbling something.
I know Julie tried to touch on it yesterday. What was said there? You don't know?
I was in so much shock.
You were kind of just like...
Yeah, I was just like, he wanted to hug me, and I don't know what I did. I kind of think pushed him out of the way. But he said something like, make sure you vote for Danielle or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I heard Danielle's name or Jen's name in there. He kind of whispered it. I don't know what he was saying. Obviously,
I know.
I wanted to headbutt him at that point.
It kind of like, I mean, God, you can't describe the film, but it kind of goes black and like death, right?
Yeah.
You know, like when you're walking.
You can.
Yeah, I know. It was like
it
went just like. Vroom.
Yeah,
I was like,
and it's like I'm really walking out the door right now, and it's like, is this really happening? It's like I had everything planned, everything going accordingly, and all it takes is one person. So were you scared when Danielle, like you said, you kind of knew that she was going to use the veto? She mentioned it to you. So when she used it, were you kind of like taken back? Or you? That's a good question. You know, I really wasn't taken back. You're welcome. In the pink shirt. Yeah, you know, I specified if she did need to use it, she could. I kind of wanted to reassure her that it was okay with me. That's probably my biggest mistake. I should have just laid the line down and said, listen, you know, it's Final Four. Anything can happen. Give me the power. I'm going to send Ian, and we'll be done with it. Right. So I am kind of, I guess, distraught that she did use it. Because so like take me through the feelings that when she used it, were you nervous at all? Or were you like, oh, it's still going to go? You still thought it was going to plan? I still thought it was going to plan. You know, when someone shakes my hand and looks me in the eye and swears on his wife's name, I know I keep saying that, but the old Jerry Maguire, strong as old. Exactly. Yeah, you got it. And that's what came to my mind when I saw yesterday. It didn't work out for Jerry Maguire either. Did not. No. So I'm 0 for 1 on that too. But yeah, that's, you know, when I shake someone's hand, it's a deal, and he broke it. I know it's a game, but it's not the real world. And I'm paying the price. But it's personal, huh? It is very personal now. It's I'm not happy. Well, I mean, like I said, I tell everybody you still have a vote. You're in the jury house. You have a vote to give away $500,000. It's not going to be to Dan. Oh, the best you know, I hope you got to sleep on it. You know, don't make up your mind right now. That's true. That's true. You know, but I don't want to tell you how to vote. Let's get off that. I shouldn't even be on that. Let's take the next question. Absolutely. Mike wants to know: did you know you were in trouble when Dan started the eviction? Because I think Mike just asked that once, so we need another question. Another question, all right. They gave me 2. All right, Shane, this is what I want to know. Would you play differently if you got to go back in the house again? Again, as in a new season or right now? A whole new season. Would you be as trusting as you? Absolutely not. I mean, I'd play the nice guy role. You know, I'd try to win as many competitions as I could. I'd lay low like I did a little bit. But, yeah, I would not. Because you seemed very trusting towards the end there. So trusting. And that's what kind of, obviously, was my downfall. It got you far. It got me far up until Final Four. But, you know, it was the quack pack up until the end. And then I made a Final 3 with Danielle and myself, like, you know, 3-4 weeks ago. And I thought we were all on board. And, you know, I guess the nice guy routine didn't work out for me because I did trust him too much. But it seemed like early on in the game, you were fighting for your life to stay in that house. I mean, I thought you were gone early on. Week 2, I should have been gone. You know, thank God for memory chip. You know, I definitely, and then the hockey, and then the reset. My first HOH wasn't even a success because the reset button was hit. So Frank didn't leave when I wanted him to. So I got kind of screwed early on in the game. But, you know, that's when I decided to lay low, you know, kind of throw some competitions a little bit, not win as much. Well, you disappeared off that radar because I really thought you were going, home watching, like, all targets were on you, and then it just, you just did a great job of falling into that. Blend in and let other people start going to war. That's it, and that's what I did. And then once the coaches were in, you know, they were bigger threats, Boogie, Janelle, so, you know, people were putting them up on the block. And, you know, I didn't think my own, you know, player was going to get rid of me. I know. But it happens. I know Final Four, but at least, you know, we had the 3 deal. So at least he had one more person he could have knocked off before coming after us. I hear you, man. And, yeah, it doesn't make me feel good. It's Big Brother. There's no rules. No rules. I wish I knew that 24 hours ago. I played the same way. I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. What did you do? I know this is going to be me asking you a question. Like, go ahead. Here, go. Ask me one. All right. Like, the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shane wants to know, like, the shoulda, coulda, woulda after, like, what happened to you, like, last year? Like, what was going through your mind? Like, what you could have done? Like, what happened to me? So mad. I was super mad. You know, I didn't even know I was going to be playing in that. You know, it was a double eviction night, and I wanted to make a strong move and get a strong player out who was against me. So I got Danielle out, and then me and Shelly were good friends, and I was expecting her to get Rachel, even if I didn't win that competition. So. I was kind of taken back. It was a good move, all in all, I guess, to get me out, get a strong player out. You know, take your shot while you can. And but I was totally blindsided. You know, I had to go out in a tank top like a fool.
and at least you were dressed up. But
Yeah, but you
so
saw
I
my
was taken
pit
back.
stains, dude. I had some mad pit stains. It was.
But
bad.
when you
I
get
was sweating.
blindsided like that, it's
It's bad.
It's
like,
bad.
You can't
I
even
feel your
describe
pain.
it. You can't, I know you do, and I'm glad. I'm glad.
give me this
Let's
back.
go. Oh, you hit a button.
I did?
Uh-oh.
All right, that's right. I want to ask you a question because you said early on with Frank.
Yeah.
Were there any possibility of you and Frank teaming up? I think I would have liked to see that.
Yeah. Week 1 we wanted to work with Willie, and he kind of got in a fight week 1 with Frank, and that
Dude,
was
how
the end
long
of
ago does
man.
that feel like?
Day 14. It's way long ago. But yeah, we're gonna do like the Three Amigos, brigade style. For the biggest. Male targets
Right.
work together and just take out everyone. And after I voted to evict him the first week, he put me up and Willie, but then obviously the Willie got expelled, and then
Right.
I was the biggest target. So we just kept going back and forth, and then I put him up week 3, and he didn't leave. So it's all good.
It's live, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Sometimes you got to roll with the punches.
Absolutely, I like it.
But you did a good job interviewing, but you're doing
you.
too good, so I had to take it back.
I'm
I
not
need
doing
this job,
too good.
man.
Come on, you got it. You got it more than I do, Jeff.
So there was the next question's from Suzanne, kind of asking the same thing. You think you were better off making an alliance with Frank than going against him? So you kind of hit that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think it was good taking him out. Yeah, being in an alliance with him, I don't know if I could trust him, but maybe I could have trusted him more than Dan. Who knows?
Looking back,
But,
I mean,
looking back, you can't.
You're gonna
already
kill
started.
yourself.
I
You're
already
gonna kill
started.
yourself for all these scenarios.
Bad.
Who do you think out of the 3 left is playing the best game?
Physically, socially, competitive-wise, I don't know.
I know you don't want to. Let's do a combination.
Okay. Oh God. Well, Dan hasn't competed well, but socially, he got out of his own funeral. He just got me out of the game.
How'd you feel about that funeral?
Good because
I seen a couple tears.
I don't
Shane.
know. It wasn't. It was really hot.
Someone was in your eye. The lights are bright.
It was
in there,
so
man.
bright. But he's got away with words, and I should have known that. Going into this last POV meeting, and he got me. But Ian's played a really good game socially. He played both sides. He was still good to his alliance. He made a final 3. And he's got 3 HOHs and 2 POVs. So
how do you feel about this now?
Whoa, it's up here is what it is, man. I don't know. It's biting me in the butt pretty bad. So.
But I mean, you guys were the Final 4. You got to where you wanted to be,
Exactly.
and then you knew there had to be some moves made. You just didn't know it was going to go down like this.
I had no idea because again, that Final 3 was way back, like when Brittany kind of left. So we all came together and we're like, okay, we're gonna build back together, and we're gonna get us 4, and then we're gonna take out Ian, and then us 3 to the end.
Well, keep it on the positive side. You did get to the Final 4
I did.
with your
Out of 16.
Yeah,
So,
I mean that's pretty sick. You know what I mean?
is,
That's an accomplishment. But coming that
It is.
close is I know I don't mean to put
No,
salt in the wound.
no. Yeah,
but imagine how the person feels who goes out next. You're that close, and then you're gone.
That's a good point.
So there, you could smile about that.
All right, I can do that. That's
And then
true.
if it was Dan, it'd be even sweeter for you.
That would be perfect. I would love that. Oh man.
Sometimes hating on people makes you feel good.
Exactly.
But not
I
all
like
the
that.
time. Not all the time. We're not going to
Bullying
pass that
is not
message.
for everyone.
That's right. Especially on the internet bullies, and internet drivers driving in LA.
Yeah.
Bullies, everybody.
Bullies? I've never driven in LA.
All right, well, I'm drifting.
right.
Maybe,
No, that's
maybe we
good.
should keep it on Big Brother. All right, Kenny wants to know if you could have another coach at the start. Do you think you would have did better or worse?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Brittany was a great coach. Competition-wise, she didn't really get a chance to save me, but socially, her game was on par. I really actually, and this is kind of ironic, I talked to Dan initially, and I wanted him to pick me as a player. So
You talked to him?
I talked to him pre-pick before the coaches actually picked their players, and he got the 4th pick, so he wasn't able to.
So you guys kind of got a chance to socialize
Yeah,
a
a
little
little
bit
bit.
because
Yeah.
it's so hard to understand who people are.
Exactly. They had 5 minutes to talk to everyone and
Right.
get a little information on someone. And I said, hey, you should pick me. I wasn't able to watch his season, so I didn't know how he played, and I didn't.
Oh, really?
I didn't. So that was probably not good for me as far as last night too, because I heard he did some pretty shady stuff during his season. So.
You're gonna see soon enough.
Yeah, I'm not watching that crap.
But you're happy with Brittany overall as a coach.
I am, yeah. She was a great coach. It really was bad voting her out against Danny, but it had to be done. And I don't know. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have enjoyed Boogie or Janelle. I don't think I would have butted heads a little bit. Maybe Boogie. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because once your coaches are picked, you're kind of loyal to that
Exactly,
team.
and that's what the huge issue was this year. You know, we couldn't go and make our own alliances. Once our team was picked, it's like, okay, you got these 3 people. You know, your alliances are kind of picked. You know, for the first 3 weeks at least.
Right.
And that's what was difficult because I had to be an alliance with with Willie.
Did you? Well, yeah, with Willie. Did you
Yeah.
ever think? I mean, did you think that the coaches were coming back in the game? Did you think it was going to be straight out their race, or did you know in the back of your head that they might be coming back in, or what?
I didn't think they were. You know, I saw the key slots in the holes, or the holes in the key slots in the wall, and I had no idea. And once they did, it was game on. You know, you're playing with the best of the best. You know, Janelle, Boogie. I mean, you got Dan in there still, and then you got all your newbies coming in. There's a lot of competition, and it was tough. It was a very tough and challenging season. So I am happy I made it to the Final Four, but it's rough when you're that close.
What was your favorite competition out of all summer?
You know, I liked the Vita that we just played, the Time Flies one, where you're strapped up to the suspender things and you fly over.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, yeah. And you don't really get that experience, but I would probably say one of the final three competitions if I was there, because those are usually the best, right? Right, but I'm not there, so I can't say.
Oh my God, Shane.
Oh, it's brutal.
You're gonna have a heart attack.
I am. I'm not sleeping for like 3 days.
Don't worry. Tell you what, it gets better.
Yeah,
it gets
but
better.
see, you could have, you can go cry on Jordan's shoulder. I got no one really, right?
Well, you got a pillow and no cameras.
Oh, okay, that's true. we'll keep it PG in here.
Yeah, exactly. And in 6 days, you'll get a little squeeze on Danielle.
All right.
And it might be a nice big squeeze if she walks away with the cash.
That's true too. Maybe
It's
she'll
a
help
little
me
bit.
out. Maybe. I doubt it.
You were kind of impressive, Shane. I mean, throughout the whole season with your competition, but you impressed me when you and Ian were going head to head, and you were like, you'd think Ian would just blow away the competition. Remember all those dates?
Yeah.
You nailed them, man. You were on it. You were on it.
I nailed it, but it was a crapshoot, and
I mean, it's one thing to know all the dates, and then you also have to get it in.
Exactly, and that was my downfall. I knew most of the dates. The one memory chip one that I took myself off the block. That's the one question I didn't get. I was only 5 off, but that took it into a tiebreaker, and that was the end of it. So yeah,
I feel his pain. I'm just looking at his face, and
it's so bad, so close. And it's so hard because I wouldn't have even used the money. I don't know, we're kind of off topic, but my parents are struggling financially right now, and it was just I wanted to help them out so bad, and that's what kind of drove me this whole season. And now I know that I can't help them. It's like. I don't know, it just puts me in a horrible situation.
Oh man,
but
let's not turn this into Barbara
I know,
Walters. Let's try to keep it positive here. You know what I mean?
I'm good, yeah. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Next question.
Okay, how about this? Hang in there, buddy.
No, I'm good.
How about this? Take the positives here.
Exactly.
Are you going to parlay this into something else? Because Big Brother, you get some exposure, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully America,
Look at me
America
now.
like me.
Look at me now.
Dude.
Big
Dude,
Jeff
you look
CBS
younger than what you did during your season, man.
Well, that's because I'm all stressed out,
okay,
you know what I mean?
all right, that
you're
makes sense.
dragging through the season.
No, you're doing well. Yeah, I hope I get.
But there's a lot of opportunities out there, and you're
is.
a good-looking guy. Let's just facts.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what America thinks, but let's hope so.
What am I going to say right now?
Nothing, because you can't.
No, you're going to find out in 6 days.
Okay,
there you go.
All right.
But you're a good-looking guy. You definitely kept in shape in the house.
Yeah, I tried.
And everyone who came in was like, Shane got me on this workout routine.
Yeah. I tried, man. That's
So
the least
maybe there's
I
a
could do.
personal trainer down the, maybe a Shane video.
All right, I can do that.
Pop on a tank top.
Explosive
extra
performance
pink.
fitness. I did have a personal training boot camp thing.
Did you?
Performance fitness. Explosive performance. Excuse me. Explosive performance fitness.
Usually I'm the one who can't talk on here.
No, it's all me.
So this thing's done. So
slept.
we're just going to put these down.
Okay.
But so is there a video in the future? I heard you were. Was it true that you were like People Magazine's 50?
No, Cosmopolitan. Mr. Vermont 2012.
Wow.
Or, excuse me, 2010. Yeah, not 2012. So that's how they found me. That's how I got this.
So how did you get that?
My sister. She did it she blindsided me. She just sent a bunch of photos into Cosmopolitan. They do a bachelor search each month, each year for, I think it's the October issue. And they submitted me, and I won. And I went to New York City, took a bunch of photos, and I was entered in a contest. I lost that too, which is good. But I'm 0 for 2 on like reality stuff. So it wasn't really reality, but it was a great learning experience. I loved it. It was perfect, and that's how they found me for this.
Well, you're a good guy. I'm sure good things are going to come of this.
I hope, man.
You know what I mean? In the modeling world, something you got going on. But we're not going to leave you empty-handed today.
Oh, no?
I got to be honest. I was doing this thing all season because I saw some pictures of you from Jump, and I was like, what is this guy doing? I'm like, there's still some prize money out there,
yeah.
the $25,000, but
is.
we're not going to leave you. We're not going away empty-handed today.
Oh, come on, man.
I got a present for you.
All right, puka shells. I like that.
All right, I got one for you, and I got one for me.
Get out of here. With a pink shirt?
Dude, what do you mean? We're going to rock them right now.
All right, let's do this. I like it.
All right?
Nice.
Here we go. Let's close this baby out.
Close it up.
All right.
Hook it up.
So am I wearing them right? I can't do mine.
You can't do it?
How about you?
I'm good. See, I'm used to it. Step
You
your,
are
step
used
your
to it.
game up.
Oh, wait, I got it.
You got it?
No, I don't.
You
All
got-
right, help me out. Let the pro go.
The pro?
How am I looking?
Ooh. You got a messed up one.
It's broke? Mine's broke.
No, it's not. You're good to go.
All right, this is for you to take home.
That's it.
All right, so now I got
appreciate
to. I was
that.
actually, everyone I asked that came out of Big Brother house, I'm like, how about Shane's puka beads? I can't really focus on this guy from the beginning. And people are like, I don't know what those are. I never saw those. I'm like, what?
Never
I'm like,
did?
you don't know. So it became this ongoing joke. I have to apologize. I asked everybody about it.
No worries.
And then I had to get you a little party gift.
I appreciate
so
that,
we're going to
Jeff.
keep it on a positive note.
All right.
We're going to, if you think you're not going to make any money, take your puka beads, put those babies on eBay.
eBay gold right there.
eBay gold. So you got a little bit of money.
Little
It's
bit.
been a great season, dude. Hats off. You're a great
Thanks,
guy.
Jeff. I
Seriously.
really appreciate that,
Best of
man.
luck to you. You still got to vote in 6
I
days.
do.
So we're going to see you again. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this edition. Shane, my man, he's feeling bad. Give him some love. Still America's player out there. We'll see you guys very soon. Ooh, I think the next one might be
Next one?
I'm definitely going to see you in the yard, and we'll
We
see
will.
you guys soon. We got some more shows coming. Don't want to give away too much.
All right, appreciate it,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, America.
Lettle flash them.
Flash, little flash. Little
Yeah,
bit.
baby.